Welcome to the Engine Room on Bomber TV, brought to you proudly by True Value Solar. This week we've got Welly and Wally back on the rotating bench here at Windy Hill. Boys, a fantastic result on the weekend. The teams have been picked for this week. We won't know the final squad till tomorrow, but our defence looks well and truly settled, Welly.
Yeah, as settled as it can be, I guess, after round one. But yeah, it's been good. I think players have been playing their role, and you know, we've had some guys sort of come in. We've got a few injuries down there, so I think if everyone plays their role, and if you can keep guys playing football week in, week out with each other, that really helps. That helps the synergy within the group. One
man that's taken on a new role this year is Kyle Harningham. Can you talk to us a little bit about how he's going and I guess why he moved to the backline?
Yeah, well, obviously most of the supporters would have seen him play some really good games up forward, but we think that's a real strength of Kyle. He was recruited actually as a defender, and he's been able to play a really important role. He can play on different types of players because he's got a big leap, so he can play on taller players, but he's also really quick and agile, so he can play on those smaller types as well. So we've been really pleased that he's been able to play on a range of dangerous forwards, and also he does come off his man with some aggressive spoiling. So he's been very good, and his attitude's just first class.
All right, we'll take a look at a couple of social media questions. First of all, Luke Dowling wants to know how we'll go travelling. Obviously the Bombers haven't had a great record going into state in recent years. Well, Wally, what's the key to doing it? Obviously you've had some experience over at Freo.
Yeah, I had 3 years and brought some scientific well-bow things back from Freo with it. It's actually we've got no choice, unfortunately, because we have to do it, but it's a national competition. But you just get up there and play good football, and it's not very that hard. Don't treat it as it's anything different other than you're on a foreign ground, but just stick to your basics, stick to the rules that we stick to what you know, your training. There's no secret remedy behind it, mate, other than playing hard, competitive footy.
So that's been the message, obviously. How is the ground at ANZ Stadium? Will we like that size?
It's only it's about half a metre shorter than Etihad, and it's about 10 metres narrower. So from a size perspective, it's not. No, there's no big deal about it. So I think it's just getting out there. We'll have a run on there tomorrow, have a look around. For some of our players probably haven't been there before, so we'll have a bit of a look around. And at the end of the day, it's anywhere, anytime, anyhow.
All right, well, Daniel Tonoli is on Twitter, as are a number of our players, including Angus Monfries and Joey Watson. And he wants to know why we were bombing the ball into the forward line so much. Is that something we've looked at this week, or is it not a problem at all?
No, not at all, mate. It's just, I think it's getting back to where the game's played, and ideally on most sides that you're looking at over the year, replicate probably what premiership teams are doing, and Collingwood might have tended to kick a little bit longer, but I think the trends in the game are going that way, so it's good for footy. It's more contests and hopefully some more high marks, and I think we've got a forward line that can do that. So, yeah, hopefully we still see it and we get a few on the end of it, like Gumby or Hurls or Big Paddy taking a few big speckies.
All right, one more for you, Welly. Ben Smith is wondering how far off Hibbert is. Obviously he had a great pre-season and we haven't seen him since.
Yeah, he's due back next week. So he's done all the training. He's actually been able to run. He's had a quad strain. He's been able to kick on his opposite leg. So he'll do the full training next week, and he'll play next week. So we've been really pleased with him. It is a setback because he was certainly pushing for round one, but would expect him back playing next week.
But not necessarily with the seniors.
You wouldn't expect, depending on. He has missed sort of 3 weeks, but his form has been pretty good, and his fitness wouldn't have dropped enormously. But you'd expect him probably to play at VFL level to come back into some football.
All right, a couple of words from you both. The key to beating Sydney.
They're a very good disciplined team. So and a very good stoppage team as well. So I just think we've got to be really competitive inside. And because they've got some really good depth through the middle of the ground, and I think their pressure was very good last week as well, and I think our pressure all over the ground's got to be right up there and put some heat on the ball.
Wally?
Yeah, they love a scrap, and that's the way they play their footy, and they've been doing that for a long period of time. So it'll be a great challenge. I think that's the way we want to try and play our footy, scrap. So it'll be 2 teams headbutting, so it'll be a great contest.
All right, thanks boys, and thanks very much to True Value Solar. Wally, have you been speaking to them about hooking yourself up with some solar panels for the house yet?
I thought for me or the house?
Well, for both. Thanks, boys.